Investing in gold shouldn't just be for old people. I think it's a common misconception right now, and I understand that many who see gold as a pet rock or a outdated relic of an old system, and that the new digital money or digital alternative fiat to gold would be, for example, Bitcoin. That's not to get into a Bitcoin versus gold debate. I think sadly there is this new misconception that digital gold or Bitcoin or other cryptos is a better alternative to this old, outdated system in gold. That would require more than 3 minutes to explain in a nutshell. But the simple fact is gold has been around for a millennium for a reason. It's being stacked by central banks for a reason. It's being held as a reserve asset at the Eastern and Western central banks for a reason. It's been declared a Tier 1 asset by the Bank of International Settlements for a reason. It's net settling oil transactions between Russia and China for a reason. All these things are happening with gold and not digital or crypto gold. And again, there's a reason, but I think it's sad that the young, who are slowly catching on to the currency risks and the inflation headlines, are still also being seduced into this notion that digital gold or digital crypto, which is, Bitcoin and Ethereum primarily, is an equal, if not safer, better alternative to gold. And so a lot of the younger investors are looking at these crypto assets as a way to be storing value and fighting against inflation and currency risk and being outside of the banking system in a decentralized type of ledger. The simple, sad reality is the numbers don't prove that. What the numbers do prove is that these type of digital assets are fantastic speculation assets, but their standard deviation and their maximum drawdowns make them far, far too volatile today, yesterday, and tomorrow to be a true store of value. And even the strongest Bitcoin proponents that I know would agree to that. So I think when you're asking is Bitcoin, or excuse me, is gold just for the older investors and not enough in the younger, I think there is a truth to that. Younger investors are making the mistake of thinking that digital assets can do the same things that gold can do. And that's simply not the case. They certainly can outperform gold in price movement, but they can also outperform gold in volatility and maximum drawdowns. So sadly, I think, and I wish there were more younger investors who understood what many younger investors like myself figured out years ago. You make money however you want to make it. You can speculate however you want to speculate, but when you're looking to preserve wealth, you have to understand physical gold in the same way that the central banks and the BIS, love them or hate them, understand gold, in the same way that governments understand gold, from Saudi Arabia to the People's Bank of China to anywhere in the East and West. They're holding gold simply because it holds its value far better than the other asset. And if you're into preserving wealth, even in your 30s or 40s, if you've acquired wealth, some percentage of that wealth has to be allocated toward preserving what you've just made. And so it's absolutely essential that the young understand gold without having to criticize Bitcoin.